Welcome back, guys. It is your boy Creedz back with another video today. And today, guys, we're going to talk about how to stop being hard stuck in the diamond ranks. Now, it is a new season and, matter of fact, a new split. So we are on a completely different map, which is Kings Canyon. Now, this map is going to be a little bit harder to move up the ranks, since this map is just not the best rank map in my opinion. There's a lot of issues with it, so it's going to be very hard. But I got you guys. I'm coming in clutch with some 5 tips that are going to prevent you from being hard stuck in diamond. And yeah, let's just get right into it. Alright, so one thing that I do want to talk about, and this is actually going to be a tip for you guys, or a mistake that I've seen a lot of people do, is that they push fights by themselves. Now, it's whether you're solo queuing or if you're with the team, there's always that one player on the team that, or maybe even you, that you decide to push a team by yourself. Or even if it's just a solo, you decide to get kill hungry and you decide to push that solo by yourself. Now, here's the thing. All right, you need to understand that if you do push this solo, that you might put yourself in a position where you either, one, the solo is going to lead you to a different team, or two, he's going to lead you to his squad if you guys didn't kill him already. Now, this is very bad because once you get knocked, now you're in a situation where it's a 2v3 and you left your teammates into that predicament where it's just basically not winnable unless you have insane teammates. But still, then again, most of the time that's just something that you don't want to do. And break that habit, break that bad habit as quick as possible, because you're gonna get punished, especially on this map. Now, Kings Canyon is a very cluttered, close map with multiple choke points, so you definitely don't want to be chasing anyone too long, especially if you're with your teammates too. Like, let's say you're not by yourself and you know you and your teammates, you're following this solo, you're chasing him. In my opinion, if it takes longer than 20 seconds to take him down, just let him go, because most of the time he's either, one, leading you to a team if he's able to, or he has his squad, you know, in a better position, and he's basically going to meet up with his squad, and then you guys are going to be getting in that position where you're not going to be able to, you know, eliminate that squad because, one, they have the better positioning, or they basically have the jump on you. So with my second tip is going to be, never look for a fight mid-game, especially on Kings Canyon. Now, obviously, this is probably the same method that I've been talking about since World's Edge and Olympus. So the thing that you need to understand is that a mid-game fight never ends well. There's always going to be another team just waiting on you to, you know, just to finish your squad that you're fighting on, and then just to jump on you guys, and it just never ends well. That's how you get that consistent negative 36 RP, and you know, you just lose an immense amount of RP consistently. I'm telling you this right now, the best method in rank is just to get that early KP and then chill throughout the mid game, wait for the end game, and then that's where you're going to be fighting most of the squads. Mid game fights is just never a good way to gain RP, because you're always either, one, gonna lose it by, you know, getting third partied, or it's just honestly just a cluster of just so many teams in one area and you getting in that bad position where you can't even leave because there's just so many teams around you. Now, with Kings Canyon, if you want to look for a fight, trust me, you'll get one. It's better to just wait and not look for a fight at all, because in this map you will find one, trust me on that. Alright, so with my third tip, this is going to be for these solo queue players out there, because I got you. Alright, so the tip is going to be, when giving the chance to be jump master, never give it up. I promise you, you probably have a better landing spot to pick than your two randoms, because most of the time if you give up that jump master and you give it to your two teammates, you guys already know what's going to happen. They're probably going to pick a hot spot with multiple teams, or just pick a spot that is just not it for loot. But yeah, just keep that in mind. Try not to chance it with your randoms, because 90% of the time, or just most of the time, your randoms will really just pick a horrible spot to land at, and it just never really goes well, whether it's a hot area with multiple teams or just an area that just doesn't have the efficient loot that you want. So yeah, make sure to always never ever pass up the chance of becoming a jump master. And yeah. Alright, so with tip number 4, I've talked a little bit about this before, but it's going to be aware of your surroundings. Know if it's actually worth taking a head-to-head fight with you and your squad, and just be aware that if your teammates either have blue, purple, etc., or maybe they just have white armor. So try to be smart on fights, because when it comes to stuff like that, if you really push a head-to-head fight with no third party involved, and you and your teammates have white armor, you're most likely gonna lose that fight. So just try to think very smart, and make sure to push those smart fights. It's honestly in those type of situations where you really got to think, is it worth really pushing that fight? Maybe we should wait a little bit because we have low armor and wait for a third party, and then once that third party happens, you push that squad while they're weak. And that's one thing that you really got to be aware of most of the time. And also, when flying, to check if there's any neighboring teams near you. Just be aware of that, because if you end up fighting a squad, just have that at the back of your head, like, okay, we got to finish this squad really quick, because if we don't, the neighboring team is going to rotate towards us and we're going to get third party. So yeah, try to be aware of your surroundings like all the time. It's one of the most important things you got to do in this game, because if you don't, it's going to bite you in the back. And with tip number 5, it is going to be having a leader or becoming that leader role. Now what I mean is, whether you're solo queuing, you're gonna have to be taking charge, choosing your own destiny, making those calls. You're gonna have to try to communicate with those randoms, and you're gonna have to be that leader role. This also goes for if you also have a squad with you. You really do need to have a leader in that squad, whether it's you or someone else. And the reason why I say this is because someone's gonna have to make those tough calls or those choices where you either gonna have to push a team, rotate, either push back, all those type of things that you see that the other pros will be doing when they're IGLing. What I'm saying, if you guys watch ALGs or anything like that, there's always a leader in those specific type of teams where they make the calls, where they say, oh, push this, push that, all that stuff. Now, I'm not saying, become a pro team or whatever, or, take this like at a serious, like pro level or whatever, anything like that. I'm just saying that if you do have a leader in your team, you guys will be able to, make more organized fights, basically able to make easier choices instead of you guys just sitting there like sitting ducks and, just waiting whether one of you guys wants to push, when you guys don't. You have that one leader where they say, all right, let's push this, then let's leave. You guys can all follow that, and it just makes it way more easier, especially for a game like this where it's really all about teamwork. You definitely want to have someone become that leader. And yeah. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up the video here today, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe. And if you guys do enjoy these type of Apex tip videos where I'm talking here and everything like that, let me know down in the comments, and yeah, I'll make more of these. And if you guys have any other questions about Apex, leave it down in the comments. I will be answering them as I usually always do. Anyways, as a further ado, peace out and bye. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Listen.